Hello again. I will leave the video for just this couple of minutes for introduction because by our experience, sometimes this active video channel blocks a little bit the performance. Um, so welcome everyone. We have people from really different countries, from different time zones. So for someone it would be good morning, maybe for someone good afternoon, for someone already good evening. My name is Julia. I'm a business development manager at AmazingHiring. AmazingHiring is a company that developed a search engine for IT recruitment that helps IT recruiters to find more candidates to source more productively. And today we will be talking about different sourcing hacks, about tips and tricks, how to make our IT recruitment and sourcing for technical talents more productive. Okay, you have a chat button available. If you would have any questions during the webinar, please feel free. It would be really cool if we could make it more as a conversation, not just me talking. And we will try to answer all your questions on the go. Okay, so I would like to start with the question. Do all of you source? Do all of you actively look for information in the internet? I hope that yes, and also I hope that today you will find out something new. If there will be something that you would like to share with the community as well, feel free. But basically, sourcing is the way to get more information about our potential candidates and why we need that. Basically, we need that to make our communication faster and more productive. Yes, that's kind of obvious. Another thing that's really important for us is that actually not all IT recruiters source. Not all of them do that. And if you do source, if you go the extra mile for finding more information regarding the candidates, then you have this competitive advantage. Another good news is that in IT recruitment for our developers, there's plenty of information in the internet, so we can really source a lot. What we will be doing today, there will be two main parts of our webinar. During the first part, I will be switching between my presentation and showing my desktop, where I will be doing some different actions. The second part of the webinar, closer to the end, we will have a case, and that will be a bit of a competition. So try to win, and you will get a prize. Okay, so I will probably switch off my video right now, and yeah, we go to our presentation. Okay, so all traditional methods, traditional channels of getting more information about our candidates are quite well known. So I won't be focusing on them today. Basically, we always search on job boards and probably we don't find anything there. So we will skip that. And of course, we source on social networks, in Facebook, in Twitter, in Google+, in LinkedIn. There are different ways how to source in social networks. Today I will share some of the tricks that we find useful. But if we talk about LinkedIn, I'm sure you all know how to do that, but basically, okay, I will switch to my LinkedIn. Yep. And yeah, just a second, I will better open it right here. Yep. Okay, so it will be easier and faster. So in LinkedIn, the simplest way is to use this combination. If we know the name, if we know the family name of the person we are looking for, the title of the company, we just put it in the here in the search, and that's me. That's easy. That's how we can find the person if we know a lot of information about them. But if we don't, what do we do then? Cool thing is this LinkedIn Boolean. So we just go into Google, and this is the Boolean example that you can use. There are some different extensions depending on the country you are located. So, for example, for Poland, we will put PL, and here as well PL. Then we can add something that we are interested in. For example, developer, and we will add some specialization, just like that. Okay, by this Boolean, we will find a lot of people, but probably that will be really, really broad search. So let's try to make it a little bit more limited. For example, let's look for people who might be interested in new opportunities. What can we do? We can quote open for opportunities, or ready for new, or anything else really, how the people prefer to write that they are ready for challenges. Okay, so here we see people, Python, ready for new challenges. We can go and start checking their LinkedIn profile. Just going a little bit back, that's easy to work with LinkedIn when you know who are you looking for. For example, you know the name. But if you don't know the name, then what to do? If we just know that we are looking for a very strong Ruby developer, let's say, why not Ruby, who's located in Poland, what can be a way of a recruiter going into the sourcing Sherlock mode? So probably we can start with thinking, okay, what could be the sources I can find these people? Yeah, so we say, for example, Python, Poland, forum. Yeah, and we found some forum, which is Polish Python Coders Group. Okay, that's cool. We can go and check. Here will be all strong Python coders. Well, I don't really understand the language, but what I can say, I can check some of the topics. Okay, Python web frameworks. Well, that's probably something that rings a bell. Again, looking for different topics. Django, yeah, we need that framework. Some question asked. Okay, let's go check. Okay, some guy asked, he's an advanced Python user, so he asked some question, and there is an answer. So we see some Rafal answered a question in a nice way. Okay, let's check him. So we are checking some Rafal's profile on Python Coders Group, local forum. Email, no email available, but there is some website. Okay, let's open it. That looks like some forum project. We see Rafal is really active here. Okay, we can check users. Yeah, okay, he is a project lead. Let's check him here. And there is details. Okay, that's better. So we found the name is Rafal Piton, Bobcat that codes full stack developer, making magical ponies. I like that. So maybe he's really good, strong with Python and Django, located in Poland. That's what we need. Here we have bingo, his GitHub. Okay, let's open his GitHub. And here we already see his picture, some other information about him. Okay, so now we need to find some contact data. I'm using, for example, AmazingHiring plugin. For example, if I do have it here, I can get his email really fast. Now I want to check his job history. Knowing his email, I can go in my mailbox and I can use Reportive. So for example, I will create a new message to Rafal. I will insert his email, and here he is, and his LinkedIn. Do you use Reportive? That's really, really cool feature. Okay, so that's Rafal LinkedIn. Let's check what we have here. His experience. So now we know where he works, some of his skills that are endorsed by other people, his accomplishment. Okay, if we want to check some other of our accounts to find out something more, what else can we do? This one I really like. We can check his picture and then right click and make search Google for image. That works like this on Mac. If you have Windows, then you just need to save the picture and then make a picture search already in Google. Okay, so his GitHub, his LinkedIn, some other GitHub. We can check some Code Wroclaw account, maybe DevHub, maybe some other information that can be really interesting for us. Where is our Rafal? If we go back, here is basically from his GitHub. We can also check his own private website. We can find another email. And that's probably already enough to start communicating with Rafal, because we can start with like that we have seen his project, this Misago something application for forum. We can say that we have seen his website, we have found the data here, but what else can we do? And that's really, really cool, is we can just Google his name or his email by quoting it. That works really cool. So here we have his, again, his website and a lot of other profiles. What else can we do? We can actually Google, where was his email as well. And here we can find some other information probably. Okay, so if we go back to our LinkedIn, that's when we know. If we don't know, what else can we do to try to find people in LinkedIn? We can use this hack. That's also interesting. That does work if we want to check all people who have similar position at some specific company. For example, instead of title, we can put technical recruiter, and then here we will add, let's say, Google. Okay, so by this interface, We can see technical recruiters profiles on LinkedIn of all technical recruiters who work on Google. And we can just go on and check them, search by skills or by companies. Okay. Maybe you know, because that was a really important tool that everyone was using, the LinkedIn alumni search. That hack actually made possible to search through all LinkedIn database by adding different criteria. But somehow it happened that it does not work anymore. Maybe you have already faced that really sad fact. So we have thought of another hack, which is more or less similar to that one. It also checks all people who have completed the education information. So in their LinkedIn profiles, they have some university or school, institute, or some course or college mentioned. So how to start using this tool? We just add some skill and location, like this, for example. By that, we activate the search engine. Okay, here now we see all the filters, and we can check. We want people who live in Poland. We want people who work in some specific companies. I don't know, IBM, Ericsson, Nokia. Let's say that's what we're interested in. We can go more, and here we can choose Java. Okay, here we delete. Yes, and there will be about 1,100 results. We will see the profiles of all people who live in Poland, who work in these three companies, and who work with Java. And there will be here. And you can just go and check them all. Okay, that was about LinkedIn. For us, one of the really important sources of information regarding technical skills, and also where we can really check whether the person is really strong at something. These are specialized resources, and what I mean is GitHub, Stack Overflow, Bitbucket, different kind of freelance boards, and of course a lot of local communities that are available in your local languages. Probably you are using GitHub a lot, so I will be just really fast on that. Basically, this is really the most easiest way. If we know someone, we want to find his GitHub profile, we can just put the name here in the user scope. What else we can do if we don't know the specific person, we just want to source and find out some new source of information. We can add the location, for example, Romania, and we can add the language that we are interested in, let's say C#. And we can press search, and we will see, of course, not everyone, but we will see some 231 users. All of them live in Romania, all of them write in C#, and we can just go on and search here for something that we need. Another way, we can make an X-ray. We can search from Google. Okay, so we start with saying what site we need. Popular repositories, that would mark that we need the profile, because on each profile there is some repo listed. And here we can add, again, skill, like that, or only one. And then, let's say, location. would be, again, let's try Romania. Okay. We will see all people from Romania who knows either Python or Java, and it will be about 1,470 results. And we can go on and just check them all to find someone who is interesting for us. Okay. We can try with one technology, then we don't need parentheses, just like that. And here are different countries, so that's easy. Okay. If we need to find an email in the GitHub profile, there are several ways how to do that. This way is probably quite well known. So put that in URL. We need a username of the person we are interested in. For that, we need to find someone, for example, just some Lukasz. We found him during our X-ray search, and we need to find his username. The username is right here under his name, so we'll copy that. We will go back and put it here instead of username. Oops. Maybe URL. Okay, we see something. Now we need to make a search. Okay, let's find everything that has at. Okay, that looks like our guy email, Lukasz Bolis. Yeah, that's how we found him. There is one more way, what we can do to go through the commit of some repo and to add patch in the end. That's quite a complicated link, so I will probably better show you how it looks from here. So we will go to Lukasz repositories. Now we need to find some repo that is really that he commits something there, like personal blog looks like something can be 18 commits, new post. Okay, so now we go to URL in his one of his commits in one of his repo, and we add dot patch, and that's his email right here. Cool. Okay, now we can run to Lukasz. There is one more very elegant way how to find an email in GitHub. I really like this tool. You just can go to recruit.now.sh, and this is specific GitHub users email address finder. So we go back to our profile. So we have someone's profile on GitHub, and we want to find their email. So we just copy his username, and we just put it right here, and we click find email. Voila, we have his email. So with GitHub, it works really cool. Stack Overflow. Search inside Stack Overflow. We really prefer to use X-ray. Let's put it like that. And that's really easy, and it works really cool. So we go to Google, and here we put site Stack Overflow.com users, and then we add the technology like that, and then the location. not a robot. Too many clicks in my browser. Okay. Yeah. So just like that, we see a lot of accounts, people who are residing in Romania and who are good in Python. And we can just go and open them all and check. Okay. There are a lot of specialized communities that might be of interest to you depending on the people you are looking for. I will not go today to each and every because really we don't have that much time. But I can just enumerate the Dribbble and Behance. They are really useful communities if you are looking for designers, including UI UX designers. It's really cool to check Behance profile. What else? Kaggle, that's the competition portal for machine learning specialists. ResearchGate, that's where we find scientists. MathWorks, people who are interested in mathematics in general and in MATLAB. Ruby Gems for Rubists, Django project for Python people, CPAN for Perl developers, Google Play for Android developers, and AngelList. These are our potential startuppers. By the way, we use an AngelList. It's kind of cool thing as well. So probably I will show you because I really like how the search engine works there. So this is a website where all our potential startups live. Here we don't really have opportunity to look for people. So what we do, just add slash people. And here we will see really cool search. Again, we can check, we can add a location. Let's say Czech Republic, for example, and then we can add a role, for example, software engineer. We're looking for mobile developer, and we search, and we will find some people who could be potentially of interest to you. And we can go again to their profiles and check some more information about them. Okay, so 107 results. Yeah, just some new way to source if you're not using it. Okay. Behance. Yeah, I just wanted to include this link in the presentation because it's really a convenient way how to source in Behance. If you are looking for UI designers, for example, that can be a case. So we put the site behance.net, then we add a location. For example, here we have Moscow, Russian Federation. This is a specific thing that you put in title, for example, UI designer, and we filter out people who are just following, and we just perform the search on this location, and we see all of the people who are right here on Behance, and we can go and check their profiles. Okay, let's go forward. Probably you are using Facebook a lot as well. Really cool way to use Facebook is to dig in professional communities and groups of people who are interested in one and the same thing. You can just try to join the group if it's closed, and then find all the people who are there and communicate with them. Facebook is a great way to start the communication because usually people are much more relaxed there. There is a specific tool that helps to search in Facebook, and it's called intelligent search. Yeah, it's intelsv.com. Yeah, intelligent search, Facebook search. That's what we also use a lot. So here we have some different criteria. If we know name, yeah, that's easy. We can find by different criteria. If we don't know name, we just want to source more candidates. We can add some current job. Let's add some Java, and we can add again let's say the country where the person lives currently, let's say Germany, and we just search Facebook. Okay, so here we will see a lot of people. They all have Java mentioned in the title, and they all should be in Germany right now. We can try to play with this, putting some different keywords there, adding different criteria. That works pretty good. And it's also free tool. Okay, Amazing Hiring. Yeah, I can't not mention it. Amazing Hiring has a free plugin and extension that works in again in Twitter, in GitHub, in Stack Overflow, in Facebook. So basically, when you are here, for example, you have found Luka's profile, you can just use the plugin. You can download the plugin from Google Chrome, and you can open and you would see the mail if it's publicly available, and the links to all of the other resources that already are linked to one and the same person. Because that's how Amazing Hiring algorithm works. It goes around the internet, it finds all the profiles in different networks that belongs to one and the same person, and it just creates a consolidated profile. Okay, going back. Hunter. Hunter, that's a pretty cool feature that works in LinkedIn. So, for example, let's open someone profile. Mate. Not sure try pronunciation. Okay, so you just need to download Hunter from Chrome Shop, and you will see there is this button near Send Email and Connect button. So what Hunter actually does, it guesses the email. So it reads the profile, does some specific analysis. Sometimes it does not guess. Actually, it's not working always, but in most of the cases, it really works great. And yeah, maybe not right now. That's some difficult profile for Hunter, looks like. Okay, let's try something else. Okay, my computer probably. Okay, so let's just close it. Okay, thank you, Hunter. That was not really helpful, but basically, let's try with our old friend Rafal. Usually Hunter works really fast. I don't know, maybe they have some technical problems on their website, or just my computer is already slow because a lot of things are open. But you can, okay, yeah, I'm sorry guys, it refuses to work right now. You can try it for yourself. Actually, I was trying it yesterday a lot and it was working perfectly. So it guesses the email, and then we can check whether this email is correct by going to our mailbox, putting here the email, and checking in reportive. Like we checked the Rafal, if you remember, we put his email here, and we saw his profile in reportive and his LinkedIn account. So basically, we can check in Hunter. If Hunter guesses right, then we will see in reportive the real profile of the person. Sorry, can't show it right now. Sorry, Hunter. There are some other ways. I just listed it here. Bola Norbert, Animal Finder, Find Any Email. These are typical email creators that just create possible emails of the person depending on his name, family name, and his job. Reportive, we have already touched that. That's a really, really cool tool. If you don't use it, please do start doing it. It makes a link from your email box to the LinkedIn profile of the candidate. It's also a Gmail extension. The only problem with Reportive that it really makes a system a little bit slow. So if you don't need it, you can just switch it on in your extensions, because otherwise that can really influence the speed. Follower wonk. Okay, that's Twitter bio search. Let's open it. Okay, so here is the search bios button. Okay, and here you can just also add some keywords that will help you to find the tweet profiles of the people who mention in their Twitter bio that they do have some specific skills, for example. So, for example, Scala, do it. Let's see, we will find 8,000 more results of people. Probably there are some last Scala as well workers, so we can try to limit our search. Try to add, let's say, country. Maybe someone put that in bio. Yeah, so 27 results. Well, why not? Also can be an interesting way as well. Twitter will give us more specific information regarding the soft skills of the candidate. That also is really a plus. Okay, Goodreads. This is one of my favorite hack actually, because I love to read, for example, and I really like to talk to people who also read a lot. So I like those developers who do read and do share the information about it. So basically, Goodreads is a platform where people recommend books and follow each other and advise each other on what to read, depending on the specialization. So this is Boolean that we can use to source in Goodreads. Okay, so we can just add here something that we are interested in. Let's say Java or Scala. Let's say, let's try like this. Yes, and as this Boolean is created in a way that it gives us only the profiles of people, we can just, yeah, we will have some people with the same name or family name as well. So we can try to go through and check. Let's try like this. Yeah, that would probably be better. Here we would see the results, people who are reading about Java development. And we can go and check their profiles and also try to find the linked account and get in touch. Okay. Facebook search. This is more about really digging deep. If we need to find some more information about the person we know and the person we are interested in, we can try this hack. When I, like, not only me, but when our team has shown it to some other our webinar participants, they say that from this day they have paranoia and they started to delete the data about them in Facebook. But basically how it works, we just need someone's Facebook profile No, just not want to. Yeah, let's find me. Okay, so if you see the URL here, I don't have ID, but I have some specific name. To start the search, we need to find the ID of the person on Facebook. For that, we need to go to the photos section to open photo. Yes, and this would be my ID. Okay, so then we go back here, and for example, we want to see all of the photos that I'm tagged in. Not sure I really would like to see that, but that's for the point of experiment. Okay, so here I copied this and I put it instead of ID. Should work. Yeah, photos tagged with me. All kinds of photos starting from 10 years ago. Yeah, so this works in the same way with stories liked and places visited. You can try that with afterwards. That's really cool and a lot of fun. Namecheck.com. That's another tool I want to show. Basically, yes, it checks a lot of domains, but how we can do that with people? Again, we can just print the name here, and then here we see different kinds of accounts that can be mine. We can say, let's check Facebook. Let's check some Steam. I don't have Steam account. About me. Okay, Basecamp. Probably. I used to have one. No, okay, Instagram. Yeah, you need to log in, and then you can just try and find all the other accounts that can be interesting for you. AngelList. Yeah. Okay. Google image search. We have already touched that when we were looking. Remember when we were playing a bit with our Rafael in the beginning, and from LinkedIn we took his photo and then make the image search. But there is one more trick with Google face recognition. That can give us some more sourcing options. And how does that work? We should make again some specific search query. Let's say Java developers Poland. Yeah, let's do like that. And then we go to images, tools, type, face. Okay. And then we can just check people. Freelance C# developer, Java architect, and that would be some different accounts, some different websites, some different links on different freelance portals, and you can just go on and check by those photos. That's really fun to do as well. Here I put the path. Okay, another thing that's really important, Google exact phrase search. If you remember, also in the beginning we have done that. We have tried to Google the email of the person quoting it. That would bring us a lot of information. Let's try mine. Okay, so it's Facebook, LinkedIn. I don't have a lot of other accounts, but for developers, you can find much more interesting things. Okay, we are getting closer to the end of the webinar. So in the end, we also wanted to share with you some simple sample Booleans that we find useful. These are the ones that source CV by location, by title, by education. Here you can just choose whatever you want. And basically the content is that we are looking for the word resume in the title. So that means that if a person posted his resume somewhere, uploads it on his personal website, for example, on some other portal, he calls this link something something and resume, or he puts the word resume or CV in the URL itself. We take out by the minus sign all the job boards and all the jobs and positions open, and also the services that offer to write the resume for you. And then we add the location, and we add the position, and we add the technology that we are looking for. And this is another type of Boolean that you can try. We are looking for Word or PDF CVs that are uploaded somewhere in the internet, adding again technology, options, and locations. Okay, so right now it's a time for a small competition. I hope you are ready. So I will show you right now the slide with a task. We will give you some, let's say 10 minutes. Who would be the first who will solve the task will get a free Amazing Hiring account for 1 month for your use at your organization. If there will be no right answers during first 5 minutes, then we will help you a little bit. Okay, guys, I hope you are ready. Okay, we'll open the chat. Okay, so that's the case. And it's exactly 50 minutes. Okay, I'm back. That was really, really fast. Yes, Václav, that's the question. Could you please share? How did you? Yeah, thank you. So that was an X-ray search. That's 2 minutes. That's almost a record. Cool. We will keep. We will get in touch with you shortly with your 1 month free account. We hope you will find it useful. Okay. Cool. Thanks, guys. That was really fun. Um, okay. Just to finish up, I would like to share this funny picture that we found yesterday in the internet. It went viral. That's where developers are making a little bit of fun about us, sources and recruiters. And that's what they do quite often. Probably you know that as well as we are. And that's where I wanted to ask you if you find our webinar useful. Are there any more topics or any more questions that you would like us to share during our next webinars? Something that you are really interested in and you would like to know more. We have been doing information webinars in Russian for quite some time now, like about already maybe 2 years or something. And we have a lot of topics. We have just started doing webinars in English, so we would really appreciate more hacks or hacks in detail. Artificial intelligence. Pokemons. Oh, someone found Pokemons. Cool. Yeah. Okay. AI. Okay. So if you will have more ideas, if you would like to find out more, just send us a message. We would get prepared some more interesting things. Okay. To finish up, for everyone who was present at the webinar, there is a promo code which is here, webinar 0507, that will give you 2 free weeks of amazing hiring trial. And also, if you would like to have a demo, there is a link how to go to our page and sign in for the demo. Use the promo code, try this tool, maybe you will find it useful. And I would like to thank everyone very much for this nice webinar. I hope there was something useful and new for you today. And have a nice day.